and let the internet connect and stuff.
Let the games begin.
Point of order, Mark, just because I think you need to make a note of this. You did, in fact, hand over the conscript to the gnomes and never got it back.
Ooh, that is true.
So we're live now.
So, just
Whoops.
House of Dargons
oopsie-doopsie.
is going.
Yeah,
Baby.
we do be going. We gotta give people a second to,
Yeah.
get
Oh
back
yeah.
in.
No. You gotta let the internet catch up.
Who's in charge of announcements? Matt?
And at 9:00 we're going to have a company potluck.
Earnings have been up this quarter.
Yeah, there's a sign up in the break room.
So it's Jessica's birthday on Thursday. We're asking everyone to pitch in $5.
If we're working really hard, we may reach our sales quota, in which case everyone will be rewarded with a pizza party. Okay. I think 1 minute is enough to let people get in here.
You think 1
in
minute's
here.
enough time?
Yeah, you know what? There's
More
about
than
they
enough
can catch up.
Enough.
We have
don't go-
nameplates today. Live.
We don't go that fast.
We
So
slow and steady.
that's literally everything we do. Except for rolling, because these are gonna be hot and fast rolls. So let's roll for recap.
So far, D&D Beyond has given
Shit.
me nothing.
Well, should I just start talking? Like,
Garrett.
of all things, why?
Well, let's just see it out.
Ooh.
Oh.
Rook was trying.
Oh.
Garrett, I have great news for you, sir. Rejoice and celebrate, for it's your opportunity now that you are back to full health and nothing
We're
short
at
of it.
like 80%.
If you do a really good job, sir, I will give you a 1d4 dice to roll at any time for your benefit. You will lose it if you don't use it, though. So good
Well.
luck.
Do I have to use
Nat
it
20s in
today?
chat.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so a little recap of last week
Last week on House of Dargons.
on House of Dargons. We waited for Dwight to slither under under the thing. He hit it. That was 2 weeks ago. And then resuming on that day, while we were waiting for Dwight to shapeshift back into a person because they were afraid of shapeshifters. After he did, we ended up finding Fibblestib and Dabbledob, and I have in my notes Dabbledob is a female gnome. And then they took us to King Korbaz. King Korbaz and his had his husband locked in a closet and not able to come out until the mimic problem was solved. So we went around with Panana, who took us back through so we were safer against the shape-shifting, fearing gnome people, rock gnomes. And then we ended up going into a cellar. That cellar, we noticed a barrel was missing, and in the searching for clues, I was having myself, Pete, having a little bit of a beverage of sorts, just to kind of ease the pain that I was already in from previous extravaganzas, and happened to stumble upon a mimic who politely gave me a little nibble. If you could think of like the Squidward meme, he just nibbled on me a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean he ate every Krabby Patty I had.
Like a piranha.
And our whole team got mollywopped by 2 mimics, and Dwight became a frog. Rev had to play God a little bit, kind of, leading up to his name, because Bill died, so Rev brought him back to life, and Rev healed as many people as he could, but those mimics absolutely ate us. So we were pretty rough condition, but we eventually beat the two mimics, and took a piece of the mimics back to King Korbaz to show him that we had defeated the mimics. And King Korbaz agreed to let us rest there for the night because of the battle. By the way, this whole time, everyone has forgotten about the fact that Pete is just bleeding out as we're walking around. Nobody helped me. I just want that to be very well known. Nobody, nobody asked how I was doing. All
Garrett,
right?
you're such a
So,
victim.
I am. Nobody helps me. All right. Everyone's like, "Oh, the old man with muscles of steel. How are you doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine back here." Like, you guys got some bleach for the carpets, by the way. You're gonna need it. So we rested. In
Do the
exchange for
gnomes
letting
have
us,
carpets in the caves?
It was
don't
all
know, they
stony.
should. Well, dirt. I don't know. They should have carpets. It'd be cold. They'd be cold on their feet. Either way.
They like
Um,
steel.
Anyway, they agreed to let us rest there. In exchange, we had to go around their entire place, stabbing every couch, curtain, everything that they had, and making sure that there was no more mimics. There was no more mimics, and in exchange, um, they gave a wand to Rev, a pointy hat to Dwight, a pole that collapses to me, and an amulet with a clock on it to Bill. And then they gave us green bread rolls, and we took off back to town. That is the whole day. Yeah, that's it.
What an inspiring recap, right, Aaron?
DM,
I'll take my D4.
your microphone is muted, DM.
Yep.
There we go.
There we go.
You can. That was amazing. You've done great. I think you deserve a D4
me.
die of
Give
inspiration.
me. That's mine.
Yay!
You can have.
I don't really know how to use it, so I'm going to ask every time I have to roll it.
So basically, anytime you have to roll a skill check or a saving throw or an attack
I
roll,
just roll an extra D4. Okay.
you can choose to use an extra D4 and add it on top of your dice roll. So you
Heard.
roll a 3 and you really were hoping for at least a 10.
Cool.
Try getting a little bit more out of it, right?
Heard.
Something like that.
Good job, Pete.
Okay.
You have those luck dice too, so you can use these
Yeah.
kind of in conjunction.
Heard.
It's not necessarily luck; it's just an extra D4 on
I
whatever
can't
you
use
need
it
to
for
roll.
damage, though, right?
You cannot use it on damage. You can only
Okay.
use it on the attack roll.
Understood.
So if you were really close to
Accuracy or
hitting,
defense.
yeah, yep,
Gotcha.
yep,
Heard.
skills. All right. Good work. You guys find yourself at the beginning of a new day. The sun is not quite at the highest point in the sky as you're taking off. It is kind of slightly behind the mountains of you're exiting from. So the mountain is casting a wide shadow in front of you down the river. But the day is yours to start to have. Rev, I believe you are the one who has the map of the area. Is that correct?
Made sure to buy one at the shop before we left.
So would you be leading the party?
I assume so.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20 for a survival check. And
Could roll
I'm
a
gonna
survival check.
do that.
At first, I was afraid. I was petrified. I got a 9.
Hmm. Where you got a 9. Okay. Hold on, let me check what this is. You got a 9. Oof. Ouch. Owie. Okay.
We do not survive. Roll the credits.
Total fatality.
You had the map for Wumbo.
Okay, so you know the way, but a couple points on the journey, you find yourself kind of getting a little lost. That going in one direction, it made a lot of sense, but now kind of trying to do it backwards after fighting the mimic and kind of staying in the dark cave. There wasn't great lighting. Now kind of out in the open, it's kind of messing with your eyes. So you end up stumbling your way through the forest. it's going to take you a little longer to do so. Um,
Please don't.
is there, as you guys are traveling, is there anything that you guys wish to discuss amongst yourselves?
I'm just sure that I didn't actually succeed what I was doing back there.
Oh, don't be so modest, Bill.
I just woke up and there was the gnome. Bill is
Yeah,
just kind of
well.
having a why don't I remember what happened crisis.
It was a tough fight. I mean, what do you want to do?
My bones ache, but how in the world? You said that I was this. I did good and I saved the gnome that didn't actually get saved.
Well, you recovered the gnome. I guess you didn't actually save it.
Well, maybe my uh, my warrior's instincts just carried my body and grabbed what I thought was a surviving gnome and yes, that makes sense. I am the hero that the town needs, aren't I?
I suppose so, Bill.
Oh, Grandpa's got dementia again.
I have to remember that Bill, I want Bill to have kind of like main character syndrome.
Hey,
I need to
point of
stop being
order,
so
Dwight.
modest.
What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 15.
That's
Wow.
pretty- You look with your special eyes.
My
With
brand.
your elf I see.
Okay.
Brand.
Okay. Dwight, as you guys are walking through the loose forest and kind of the rolling hills of this area, you notice a peculiar geo formation off to your right on the path you're on. You didn't see this on the way there. Perhaps it's because you're taking a different path. You, as everyone else is walking, no one else seems to notice this. You see what looks like a circle of rocks, kind of oblong in shape, but are pointed towards a tree. And in the tree, there's like a kind of like an animal hole that's kind of carved out and facing the road.
Do I know anything more about this, or can I investigate it?
I mean, if you'd like to stop and go over and look at it, you're more than welcome to. Everyone else is just kind of walking at this point. Bill's talking
Yeah.
about his glory days, and
Da-na-na.
but you just happen to
Yes.
notice it off to your right.
You said it's a tree, Aaron?
Yep, Dwight saw like a circular rock, like about 6 or 7 rocks that are all kind of oblong, football-esque shape, but bigger in size, and they almost look like they're all pointing towards this tree, and this tree has just kind of like like a stereotypical animal hole in the center of it.
I know a Korok seed when I see one.
Ha 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 ha!
I would like to I would like to investigate that without saying anything to the group.
Okay, sure. So, everyone, you would have noticed that Dwight just 90-degree turn and goes towards some trees. Is there anything
You said we don't notice that?
you do notice that he just kind of
Okay. Hey, Dwight, take it from somebody with a little bit of experience. I wouldn't go walking up to weird trees.
That's why I'm investigating it.
Okay, what are you investigating specifically?
I want to investigate you said there was a hole in the tree, right?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to investigate the hole from a distance without touching it.
Okay.
And safely.
All right. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Ooh, that was almost scary.
A 19? That's pretty good.
Not great, but good.
Yeah, it could be better.
You see It's hard to tell because there's not necessarily. Well, you have dark vision, don't you?
I do.
As an elf.
Ooh, half elf
So
stuff.
yeah. So
What do my elf
what
eyes
you,
see?
you can, as you look and kind of fine tune into the space, you see um what looks like dangling kind of dangling odds and ends from the distance you're at. They just kind of look like they're strings on the inside of this hole, and things are in there. It you would to understand more what it is that's hanging and what's holding it up, you'd have to get a little closer.
Mm.
I'd say right now you're about, about 15, 20, 10 to 15 feet away from you're not past the stones. If you'd like to go past the stones, you can.
I don't think I'm going to. I think I would realize I've been around been around the sun a few hundred times, and this is giving bad vibes. So I'm going to take a step back and rejoin the group again without saying anything,
Okay.
and just bypass it.
All right. Very good.
Does like, is it obvious that Dwight just like veered off? Like, while
What you would
while we're
have
traveling?
seen, what you guys would have seen is Dwight walked over about 10 feet off the road or so. He kind of like bent over and like was looking very carefully at something. And he just kind of turns around and walks back. Doesn't say anything.
I lean over to Bill. If he's not touching it, I sure as shit aren't either.
You see, Peter, these are lessons that we're learning.
You all right over there, Dwight?
It's fine. I think it's safer if we avoid that tree because I'm not sure what it is, and if someone of my age and natural acuity doesn't know what that is, it's best we steer clear of it for our own safety.
What do you
Nothing's
think?
gonna jump out and attack us, is it?
I'm not sure. It's very possible.
Is that
We've
one of
already
them
been
that's
attacked
got
by trees once.
hands? Is that
Already
one
been
of those
attacked by
trees
trees
that got
once.
hands?
Yeah, who knows?
There's
It
an
could
easy
be-
way to find this out for sure, Peter.
Your turn.
Oh,
Your turn.
These-
Your turn, old man.
these old bones don't want to risk getting smacked by a tree. That looked like it hurt.
Do you want
Yeah,
to? Do you want to look? Do you want to look to see if it's the similar tree?
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
You're very familiar, Pete.
Hey, can I just shoot an arrow at it for no good
Yeah.
reason?
Yeah, you can absolutely.
I'm just gonna shoot an arrow at it.
Roll
I'm
an
gonna,
attack roll.
you know what? Hey, Bill. You know what? Since neither of us are gonna go, you don't want to go up to it either, Bill.
Oh, heavens, no.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just
Alright,
shoot.
you know
Just
what?
shoot an arrow.
I'm just gonna shoot an arrow at it.
Just at the tree in general.
Yeah, just at the tree. No, nothing in particular. I might hit the.
Yep, gotcha.
There you go.
Roll
This will tell
attack.
us for sure.
Yes,
Yep.
certainly.
We're a good 20 yards away, right? 20,
Yep,
30
you're good.
yards.
You're within range though. You're good.
I miss the biggest tree in. That's incredible.
Oh,
That's
no.
incredible.
You shoot and it does not hit the tree, but it does land in the middle of the rock formation.
And nothing
Peter,
happened.
that arrow is not worth going near that tree.
Yeah, that was a bronze arrow. We don't need that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part of what you
Your
said.
arrow is now sticking out of the ground, kind of in the opposite direction of where the rest of the rocks are they're leaning towards the tree. Your arrow's kind of pointed back towards the
Hey,
road.
maybe somebody will, maybe some sorry sack will be walking by, see an arrow, and go get that. Get smacked by a tree, yeah, Dwight?
That's bait.
Yeah. Nope.
It's really quite irresponsible to leave an arrow sitting in the middle of that circle. Some careless passerby could pick it up and, well,
All you,
they
dude.
would be.
All you. If you want to add that to your inventory, you go right on ahead. If you can fit that in that
Nope,
rucksack you're holding around, yeah, it's all you. To me, I got hit by one too many trees this week.
It only
It's
takes
stinging
one
right.
tree to get.
Mhm. Some people
I
have a
don't
phobia
care
of
enough about this
spiders.
potential passerby to intervene myself.
Yeah, we're all just sitting there like, I'm not doing it.
Perhaps we should continue on our travels.
All right. Well, if that's the case, Dwight, I'll grab the arrow. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you're gonna go and grab it?
I'm gonna go grab the arrow.
Okay.
I would
You
advise you to proceed with caution.
doing anything as you go and do it? Or you're just gonna matter of fact just do it?
Yeah, just confidently strut
Okay.
up there.
Yep. You grab the arrow and return with no issue.
All right, great.
You see,
We
Pete,
can
it
be on
was
our way
just
now,
a silly
boys.
tree.
You can still keep that if you want. I don't know what's going on with that ring of stones. I don't want that in my backpack. I don't want that in my quiver.
Thanks, Pete. I'll take it.
Yeah, sell that to the general store. All
you,
you, Doug.
Are you guys gonna continue on your way?
Mm-hmm.
As you leave the weird formation with no clue as to what could have or couldn't have been there, Rev, are you going to continue leading the group?
Yeah, I've got the map and
Yep. All right. Go ahead
I
and make
see that.
a survival check again. Yeah.
It's probably good enough.
Well, it certainly does look like it would be on the surface, doesn't it? I'll be the judge of that. Yeah. So after a little bit more, maybe it was just the lighting as it kind of early day, sun's behind you yet, but as it gets more overhead, you start seeing similar landmarks. And you're easily enough able to pick up on the original path you came here, and you find kind of that main road, and you start making great time. After about I'd say again, if you guys want to stop or do anything, I'm just going to kind of speed along the travel and just kind of use your rolls to dictate how fast you're moving. Again, not if you guys want to have a specific conversation or ask anything, I mean, you're welcome to. But otherwise, I'm just going to have you guys keep rolling. So is there anything you guys wanted to do?
Yeah, every once in a blue moon, I want to just turn and just start messing with Bill and just say something in Gnomish because he still doesn't believe that I speak Gnome. So every once in just turn, say something in passing, and then turn back around like nothing happened because he's already trying to figure out what happened after he like blacked out and woke up.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start messing with.
Yeah, are you actually saying coherent words or phrases?
Yeah. I'm saying phrases. I'm just saying like pass the soup.
Yeah.
Or something silly.
Yeah. Okay, make a deception check.
Oh yeah, I'm messing with them.
I mean, you're sounding confident. You're getting it all out right. It's being delivered effectively.
Pass some time.
Bill, go ahead and make an insight kind of a counter.
Just to pass some time on this travel, have some fun.
You're not sure what he's saying to you. It sounds like it's gnomish coming from the cave you're just in. It seems. I mean, your choice to believe it or not, but it seems to match the words and the syllables kind of from the cave.
Pete, you're saying words that you already know I don't understand, and I'm pretty confident that you don't actually know these words.
Oh, but you're calling them words though, so you know that they're gnomish.
They're potentially words. I don't know if they're words or they're just nonsense coming out of your mouth.
See, you were asleep when all this was happening.
I mean, there was a point where yes, I blacked out in the heat of battle, and somehow, I don't know how, but it makes sense that I was victorious.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the secret there, Bill, is that everything that comes out of Pete's mouth is nonsense.
Oh, yes, that does make sense, actually.
I say congratulations in Gnomish for no real reason, and turn back around and start following Rev again. Just out of nowhere, just throwing random words, just to keep Bill on his toes, and confused in his old state.
I just don't understand why. It's almost like he's egging me on.
After about let's say about 3 hours of travel, after the the tree and the ring of rocks, you guys have made a good significant portion of your day up. You're about 4.5-ish hours into your total journey. You know that this was about a day's travel on foot. If you didn't get sidetracked, it might take a little bit longer to get to the windmill, based on your little escapade with shooting arrows into the ground. But you're still making good time. You do come across a very familiar glen, where the trees clear out in a very circular area. And in the center of this open meadow is a very long, gangly tree.
Peter, how about you take your gnome-speaking mouth and go talk to that tree?
Is this the same tree from before?
Unsure.
It does look like a very rememberable meadow.
I don't think this tree wants to know, wants to hear anything I have to say.
Dwight,
Well, then-
make a perception check.
You got it. Perception.
And Rev, what's your passive perception?
13.
Okay, you can make one too. Oh, crap, nat 20's in chat.
You have to tell him
Nat
everything.
20 emotes.
I have to tell him everything. You see flavors. You see everything.
The Matrix
is-
has been broken open, and you can see that we're on rails.
You actually see me, the DM.
You
narrating
notice
your life.
momentarily you're standing on a table and there are 5 giants standing around it.
Everything has nothing has ever been clearer than this moment. You do give this a glance, and again, this is a tree you've seen before in a similar meadow as you have traversed before. That much is obvious. But you see, kind of on the opposite side where you would have walked in at, you do see a mass tangled up in what looks like the branches or the kind of vines or leaves of the tree. Looks like kind of a knot of sorts is kind of tucked up in the tree branches. You can't necessarily make out what it is because it's covered of sorts. Almost, you could say, a bit cocooned. Blanketed is another way you could use another word you could use to describe it. But there is certainly a mass, and you do see some black kind of peeking through these green leaves. Again, that would be on the far side of the meadow.
Do you guys see that knot in that tree? Was that there last time?
Is this the same tree?
The only thing I remember of this tree is it clobbering Pete right in the noggin.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of why I'm worried
about.
about it, because I worry that might be somebody.
Oh. No, I don't recall the details of the tree.
I don't remember that. I do remember the way it felt. So if that is a person, we should probably check it out.
Dwight, do you know anything about this tree? Can it swallow people up like that?
Would I know this based on my investigation?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Well, that's pretty mid.
Nope.
I don't recognize this off the top
I'll
of
say
my
this
head.
much, right? I'll say this much. Sentient trees tend to feed off of organic matter in one form or another. You saw a tree attack Pete before. Certainly plausible. Would attack maybe anything. Hard to say.
Would it? We wouldn't have probably thought of anything like if the tree was, like acting in defense or like in a predator mode, like it was trying to harvest Pete from before. Could we?
I mean, you remember that Pete entered its coverage in a brazen fashion. Nothing happened until he knocked on its bark and then walked away, and then he just got smashed. So, who knows?
Quick question for you, Mr. Master. How far away are we?
You're probably about 30 feet on the outside of this meadow.
Hey,
30, 40 feet.
Dwight, quick question. Remember when we were fighting that that one thing? Hold on, let me look at my notes. Uh, I can't. We continue the river. Okay, never mind. My notes don't have it. That one gargoyle thing. I can't remember. What were we fighting, fellas?
The Manticore?
The Manticore.
Yes,
And
the
you lit it
Manticore.
on. And you lit it on fire. Can you put a fire somewhere closer to that so we can get a better view?
I suppose so. I suppose I could.
You're gonna put a fire under this tree?
Well, not under it, but just like closer to it. Can you? Like, I don't know how far you can reach with that fire, but is there any way for you to
Alas.
give us a better look?
Let
Well,
us
I
set
do
the
have a
forest
range of
ablaze.
about 60 feet. What was that? What was that, Bill?
I said, let's set the forest ablaze.
I see. I like
Right.
Bill's idea. That tree hit me pretty hard, so I kind of like Bill's idea.
I have no ill will for this
60
tree,
say.
but
Just saying.
It
but
would
if
be
Rev has
highly
some
inadvisable.
concern,
We're in the middle of like a little opening, right? So there's, I mean, you could set this tree on fire, no problem, and not get anything else. I've got a
Fact.
grudge against this tree, by the way.
the fact that Rev has concern about the difference that he is just noticing on this tree makes me feel like we should well, perhaps do something about it.
Perhaps, but it shouldn't involve starting a bonfire because, fact, embers can travel upwards of several miles from the starting point of where a fire begins, which would be highly inadvisable to set a bonfire in the middle of this forest from an ecological perspective. Therefore, I rescind my offer.
Well, I mean, how are we going to set up camp
Boo. I just
tonight?
wanted to set the tree on fire. Boo.
What a fascinating fact there, Dwight. We appreciate that. You learn something
very
new
welcome.
every day.
So you're not. So just to be clear, you're not going to light this tree on
Not
fire.
going to light the bonfire. No.
Get it? Because there's a knot on the tree.
Ah,
You said the knot is on the opposite side of the tree.
Mhm.
I'm gonna like tiptoe around as far as I can, around like with start keeping a 30-yard circumference around this thing. I'm not getting
Okay.
anywhere near it, but I'm gonna start
Sure.
tiptoeing around it, trying to
Okay.
get a better view.
Okay. Make a investigation check.
I'll take that.
Okay. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want the erase button.
I suddenly can't see from what's behind us.
Oh no!
Ah, there it is.
Ah,
Right where I left it.
Yeah. Okay, with a 21. Yeah, you notice like most of the vines that hang from the top of this. Again, think willow tree from around here, right? Most of it just kind of loose hanging, almost like jellyfish tentacles of sorts, just kind of waving in the wind. Leafy for sure. There is a clump that is unnatural. It's about 15 feet up in the branches, not quite to the top where it's starting to bloom out of the top of the tree, but just kind of up there. There's a significant knot. You can't tell much more. It's about, I'd say, from your distance, it's it's probably a medium-sized. And for reference, you're about medium-sized, right?
Mhm.
So it's about a medium-sized knot. But again, it's kind of
So
it's covered, so it is in
if-
full coverage.
if I get closer, will I have a better vantage point?
You will see the knot even clearer. But again, it's a fully covered thing.
Okay, so it's like a ball of vines.
Yep. Yep,
Okay, so
about a medium-sized
something's in it.
ball. You could assume as much.
Okay, so I
It's like
can
a We Are
assume
Groot situation.
kinda. Okay, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Hmm. I don't have anything that'll I yell across because I'm 10, 20 feet old, trying to like go around. So I'm gonna yell back to the group and relay the information about how it's just like a cocoon looking thing.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna
As you
yell back.
actually yell out, a breeze kind of comes in, helps carry your voice so everyone can hear you very firmly. But as that breeze, you see like the vines kind of float in your direction. The rest of the group as Pete's kind of moved um, over yonder. Um,
I have my rapiers out this whole time, by
sure,
the way,
sure, sure, sure,
'cause
sure.
I'm
But
not letting it get another free shot.
you see the leaves kind of sway just in the wind towards your direction. Um, but yeah,
Can
you
they
hear him.
reach me?
Nope, you're standing
Okay,
far enough
okay,
out.
I'm far enough. I'm far enough away from them. Okay.
All right. I guess I'm gonna move over towards next to Mr. Pickled Pete here.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach with caution as well, from a bit
Are
more
you
of a
approaching the
distance.
tree?
I'm approaching the group.
Oh, the
So,
group
like,
is just moving. I see.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm going to my own decision here. Stick with everybody.
Oh, your idea.
What a
Yeah.
trendsetter.
Yeah,
Yep. Incredible. Where does he
All
come
right.
up with
not
that?
everybody's a follower.
You guys are now halfway through the meadow. The way you came in is off to your left. The way you know you need to exit is off to your right. You could easily just make it around the glen and keep on your way, or you're gonna mess with this tree.
All right. I'm gonna. Hey Rev, what do you think's in that cocoon looking thing up there?
It
Think it's anything good? Because that
seems
tree
like
beat the hell out of me last time.
seems like a pretty large knot. I just worry it could be a person in there.
Hmm. I don't
Um,
know how we would get up to it safely
I have
after
an
it.
idea. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast spiritual weapon.
What's your spiritual weapon?
Oh, I don't get to choose each time.
Yeah, well, you can. I think it's just a magical weapon of your choice.
And chainsaw is not one of the options,
No.
but axe is one of the options.
Rapid
Saw
axe
of
is
Cheney.
I don't see on here where it resembles a weapon of your choice and lasts for the duration. So it just has to be a real weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I pick an axe.
Well, this may surprise you. I don't have a axe. I don't have a spiritual weapon token right now.
I'm shocked.
Shocked, I say.
It's a new spell. I just learned it.
I have to figure out how to.
Can I have any token?
Hmm.
I think there's a way for me to create tokens. I just have to figure out what it is. Um, yeah. Let me see.
I can picture the token in my head. You know what I can do?
You're getting a sword. It's an animated flying sword.
Sounds great.
pretty neat.
I like it.
So animated flying sword is going to try to cut down the surrounded
Okay.
object.
Okay. Go ahead and make a attack roll.
How does this thing attack?
Spiritual weapon has, I think, a stat block.
It comes swanging.
Oh, it's right here. Got
Yep.
it. Perfect.
Hmm.
Yeah. So spell attack. So it's basically just it's just your spell. It's like attacking with any spell.
I got a 2 plus 5.
Yep. It you go to swing, and the kind of the motion of the breeze in the air is moving the vines, and you don't find a way to connect in a way to cut it down.
I don't feel comfortable after getting hit by that to figure out what's up there. I will not climb this tree. I would be willing to get closer, but I am not willing to climb up there, and I do not have anything that would reach without penetrating it. I would have to shoot a couple of arrows up there to try and cut it down, and you guys have seen my archery skill. It's not too good. So there's no if it is a person in there, I'm hitting them.
I agree with you, Pete. You did miss the last tree you shot at.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I don't have any of those
Bill.
fancy spells.
Yes.
Bill, you look like a physically strong individual. Do you think it would be possible for you to throw Pete up into the tree?
Well, you stroke
All right,
my
hold on now,
ego
bonfire
there.
boy. Hold on now, bonfire boy. This tree's got
My name is
hands.
Wide.
I don't know if you know this, but it hit me with a branch that was close to the ground.
As you guys are talking and discussing, you see it looks like it's certainly more than the wind, but as a gust comes through, you see a vine kind of come up and whip at the sword in the air, but it passes right through it, and nothing else happens, and it just kind of lays back down with
See that?
the rest of
I'm gonna
Yes.
have the sword try again.
Yeah,
Okay.
Did you guys see that? Yeah.
Good job, sword.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's not it.
Meanwhile, can I still be arguing with Dwight on this one about him
Sure.
bringing up the idea of me getting
sure.
thrown up to the tree?
Yep, you see the sword. The sword goes ahead and cuts a good portion of vines off, and as you cut vines off, you see just very eerily this tree begin to shake, and the vines just kind of start pulsing and moving on away, clearly agitated.
Did he cut down the cocoon
Nope.
thing?
Nope, not
Do
cut
I
down.
see anything inside of it?
Make an investigation check.
+0 to investigation. I'm so smart.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa!
The
Disgusting.
dice are telling the story tonight.
Yeah,
The
really
dice.
are.
The dice want this to happen. Yeah, I mean, you cut off maybe half of the cocoon, like you just kind of, as it kind of drips down. It's still being held up, still kind of in there like a pocket. But you see, there looks like a mass of fabric. It's hard to see anything else.
Fabric.
Mm.
Rev, does this solidify your decision to rescue this potential victim of the...
Well, either there's somebody wearing clothes or it's a kite-eating tree. I don't know.
I feel that we should do something.
I'm gonna have the sword slice again to see if we can get through the rest of them.
Go ahead.
Go sword. Go axe. Go whatever you are. Animated flying
Yeah, that's
sword.
The tree is actively moving now, and you find no purchase.
No purchase.
I can...
Can I
No purchase necessary.
Can I look around on the ground to see if there's any roots of the tree coming
yeah.
like in our direction?
Go ahead and make a perception.
Because
Perceive.
I really don't want this tree
To drag us underground.
The dice are telling the story tonight, baby. The dice are telling the
Let's
story.
go,
They're
man.
telling.
D&D Beyond had an
gonna say-
update.
All I'm gonna say is keep a little dirt under your pillow for the dirt man.
A little dirt under the pillow for the dirt man.
No, you look around and actually, you don't see any roots. You do see a good amount of scuffled earth,
Like
about
look,
underneath where
is it
that cocoon would have been.
okay? So there's no like mole tunnel looking dirt that like where roots are moving under the
Nope.
ground. It's not trying to get us.
Nope, not that you see.
Okay. I'm gonna Rev. How badly do you want to save a person that might be up there? Because I'm willing to help you accomplish this, but I'm not doing it alone.
It
And I'm
feels like the
also,
right thing to do.
if I walk any closer, I need you to promise me that you're coming with me.
Well, of course.
I'm not
But of
taking any
course.
hit. I'm not. We're going in guns a blazing.
Pete,
and
how about
I
this?
need.
How about we go in together?
We should stay slightly split up.
Well,
because
yes, but at the
the-
same time, it can't hit us both at the same time, right?
You see how big that tree is?
It's a good sized tree, yes, but
It's
we're
got more
also
than one
nimble.
branch. It can hit us all at the same time. It very much so can hit us all
Where-
at the same time.
Pete, we're also
only one way to
young and
find out.
agile.
All right.
God said something, and I didn't hear what he
All
said.
right. I'm gonna like.
So there's
stand
only
up,
one way to find
and I'm
out.
gonna start stretching a little bit. I'm gonna try and sober up.
Okay, you're
Uh,
sobered up.
I'll do like those Goku stretches.
Yeah, we all just
Okay.
start.
Oh my
So
goodness.
describe to me what you're going to do here.
All right. So how high up is this? Have we established how high up the
Yeah,
the
it's
cocoon
about
looking thing is?
10 to 15 feet.
About 10 to 15 feet.
Oh, so it's
Somewhere
up
in
there.
that range.
Oh man.
Okay. I have an idea. All right. But it's going to be a risky one. Okay. So,
Mark, are you going to take another swing while he's
Are-
talking?
are
Yeah.
we Well, no, I'm talking to Mark.
Okay.
All right. Mark, I'm willing to walk up closer. Are you coming with me?
If that's what you think is the best thing to do, then I suppose.
All right. See, you already took a swing, so maybe you could just do that while you're talking to me.
Well, it's a sentient object, so like I'm controlling it, but
Fair.
it can do things.
Okay. So, Aaron, let me know where we're at right now, because I have an idea.
Did you want to resolve that hit, or
Yes,
did you want to
please.
save it?
No, let me know if the 18 works or not.
Yeah, it does.
Hot.
Yeah, you're able to slice through the rest of that canopy, that cocoon, and this hits the ground right below it.
All right. I'm gonna go get that. I need somebody to defend me because I
Pete?
don't. Do any of you have a shield?
Perhaps, Pete, I should just go
I
do
do
it
have a shield.
myself. I can run and grab it.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve.
They used to call me Invincible.
I have an idea. Hey, Aaron,
Hmm?
Who called you that? Who was it?
I would like to dash to the target. You said we were 30 away.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to dash to the target.
Okay.
To the entity thing that has fallen.
Okay. You're going to run in.
Mm-hmm. And I am
Okay.
going to
You're using your bonus action to dash.
I'm going to use my bonus action to dash,
Okay.
and then and then I am going to hold on. I'm trying to figure out if I can do anything else.
Use your action to pick up the sack.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you still got 30 feet of movement.
Make a strength.
I still
check for
have
me.
30 feet though, don't I?
Well, he has half of that because now he's calling someone.
Oh.
15.
Okay.
But can I disengage
No.
after picking up the sack? I cannot.
Nope. You used your action, your bonus action
Okay.
to dash.
Okay. What did you want me to roll?
Did you roll a strength check?
I have not yet.
Do that. You used your
Fascinating.
bonus. You used your
A
bonus,
action to
to
dash.
and your action to pick up the item.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So essentially, I'm done. I can't do anything else.
You can pull the you start moving away, so you get half movement. What's your movement speed?
My movement speed
Yes.
is 30,
Okay.
but a
So
dash
you would have
allows
spent.
me to do
You would have
double.
spent. I don't cite the rules to me, which I was there when they were created.
I'm still learning. That was a question. It wasn't. It was
What in the
Yes,
Chronicles of Narnia?
yes. Dashing, you get to double your movement speed. So it took 25 to get there. So you had 35 to go. So round that half rounded, you got, let's just say 15. So you're gonna able to get there. Are you gonna move back to where you were going?
I am. I'm going to pick up the thing and I'm
Come
going
back
to
to where
move.
the group is standing?
Correct.
Okay, you're getting to about here on the way back.
Mhm.
You are on the cusp of its range, and so as you leave its range, it is going to make an attack at you.
And I'm going to give it disadvantage with my luck point.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh, the luck point, baby.
I
That
had the plan
is
all along. Please.
that is
each-
that is a 13 to hit.
It misses.
Let's go.
All right.
Mm.
Then your next turn. Well, hold on. Roll a d20 for me.
Uh-oh.
Or sorry, what's your well, let me just see
Where
here.
am I going?
We're
Roll
doing all
initi-
kinds of stuff.
Roll for initiative, Pete.
Oh, all of
Uh-oh.
us.
Just Pete.
Oh,
Just Pete.
no.
Congrats, Pete. You're an
Be
initiative.
a contested initiative roll to see if that was just its reaction to swing at you.
Uh-oh.
We'll see if it gets one more shot. Oh, it gets one more shot. How fun.
I have one more. I'm going to give it that's my last luck point. I'm giving it another disadvantage.
All
You
right.
can't take the luck points home with you.
That
That's
one was that one was a 14, and this one is a 16. So how does
I have 14 armor. So.
If it meets,
How's it-
it beats.
how's a 20 do?
High goes to the runner.
All right. So you dodged the first one very skillfully, but let's see about the second.
The 20. You said 20?
Yeah. It started with a 14. It was I rolled a 14 and a 16. Ooh.
That's a lot of dice.
A lot of stuff just
It's-
fell.
He said to me before the game, "I'm tired of dying."
Wait, hold
Insists on being the hero.
It's hitting me twice? I'm really confused here.
No, it's not hitting you twice.
Okay, why'd you
rolled
roll
it-
more?
What? No,
For
it's supposed
damage.
to- no. So it beat you in an initiative roll because you entered its
Okay.
combat range.
Yeah.
It
So
when
I
you
took
left.
20 damage points.
Yeah, when you were leaving, it took an attack of opportunity.
Okay,
Now it's
I
just
am
taking-
really bloody.
You don't, but you don't know what damage I did, so you don't know if
You
you're
said
really
it. You
bloody.
said it. You said you just took 20 damage.
No, that was the attack roll, sir.
20 to hit.
Oh,
So did it hit you? Yes.
okay.
Now, how much damage did it do is the real question.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're right, Lil. I'm terrified. That's why I'm asking so many questions.
Oh, no.
That
You're so in character right
is-
now. I love it.
This is gonna be a fib. No shot.
It's only 19 points of damage.
I'm so bloody.
Wow.
Whatever's in this sack better be good.
Just a kind of
Better have a reward.
So, on your turn,
it-
you're able to keep going if you'd like.
Okay. Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
I would like to disengage back to the rest
Yep.
of them.
Cool. You're good.
And then
You've made it out.
drop it at Rev's feet as I collapse.
Yep. And you do.
I'm
Bleeding out on
just
the ground.
I'm just laying on the ground. Yeah.
I mean, that's not how bloody damage actually works in the game, but you
I'm exhausted. I'm laying
for
on the
theater's sake are bleeding out on the ground effectively.
Good work.
Yeah.
Good work, Pete. Here, have some of this, and I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Nice.
Oh.
You get a lot of that back. Good for you.
I slowly pick myself up off the floor.
You have been boomed by this tree twice now.
I
That brings-
I look at Dwight and I just, Dwight, will you please burn this tree down? Please. This tree does nothing good for the ecosystem. I'm gonna start getting
Now-
real.
Now that the potential victim has been rescued and we see a definitive target, I'm inclined to take you up on that request. But it needs to be a controlled burn.
How are you going to control this burn now that you're in a meadow full of grass?
With his nature
Hi.
ability.
I cast nature on it.
Yeah. I cast Captain Planet. Let me see.
What's the
Are you
thing
casting? Are you
hang on.
casting bonfire?
What's the thing that
I'm
farmers
gonna-
do where they like dig a rut to put seeds in? What's that
Oh
called?
yeah, you can dig, right? You can dig like a moat to prevent.
Yeah, like a
right?
dirt
So you
moat.
Fill up the grass or whatever.
Dwight just starts
Yeah.
like, what is it, like the trowel or whatever? He just, just seed dippers all the way around.
You guys.
So, tree would definitely attack me if I did.
Yeah.
While they're goofing around with this, can I investigate what just got dropped at my feet?
Like a cat who just dropped a dead mouse at your feet.
So you heal Pete. Pete and Dwight over there like, all right, if we
so
dig
we
like a
can burn
5-foot
this.
trough around the tree, we could easily set this whole meadow on fire and then not have to worry about it getting to the surrounding farm. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Jeez, oh Pete's.
I want this tree dead.
Bill's
Some
gonna be
people's
standing
kids,
next
I
to
tell you what.
to Rev.
At 16 plus 0.
Listen, I work in a sustainability team. This is hurting my soul. Don't burn trees. Be nice to the environment, or else.
That tree could make a lot of paper.
I don't understand. We got what we needed from the tree. Why continue to attack it? I get
Did you roll?
revenge.
I'm sorry, I didn't see it. It didn't pop up.
I'd
on my
like to
screen.
cast.
I rolled a
Bonfire.
16 plus 0.
Yeah, for sure. So, yep, you investigate and you kind of pull out, a little knife you have, and you start cutting away some of the vines and whatnot. And you do uncover a clump of cloth, and you do find in there some bones, certainly. And the way they look, I mean, you can make a medicine check if you'd like to determine kind of species of. If
Would
you'd like,
love to make a medicine check.
please do.
I got a 13.
These look human. So these look humanoid, human variety. You can't quite tell, but I mean, with that, I mean, it's humanoid, kind of nature. Can't tell exactly the species based on the bones. Maybe if with a little bit more study and over time, you might be able to. But with that investigation and everything else, you do also find a bag, where so you find a cloth bag, kind of wrapped up in the robes, and you also find kind of a gnarled, like the skeletal hand is kind of still have some like loose tendons on it, and it's kind of just like stringy and kind of caught up together and kind of almost like fused at this point. And you do find a gold ring on that hand.
Great. I will take the ring off of the hand and check to see if I know what it is.
You're taking the ring off the hand?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's just like a
That's
monkey's
too many
paw.
dice.
I was like,
The dice
what
are
is
telling
this,
a
a
story.
monkey's paw?
And sorry, what were you doing with the bag?
He's telling the story.
bag?
You just storing it? Or were you
Is-
gonna look inside of it?
I haven't touched the bag yet.
Oh, okay. Nope. Very good. You got a ring.
Very good.
You'll learn more if you want to mess with it. What it is.
Yeah. Can I investigate it?
Over time, certainly.
Okay.
Hey, can I'd like to ask Rev.
Would you like to look at
what-
the what? Hold on. Would you like to look at what's in the bag?
I would love to.
Okay. You open the bag and you find about 10 gold pieces, about 15 silver pieces, and about 20 copper pieces.
About
Yeah, about.
10, 15, and 20.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind me.
It's lucky that the tree doesn't like to consume money.
Well, I'm sorry to say, folks. I think we're too late to save this person. Looks like they've been turned to bone and flesh.
I wonder how long it actually takes for a tree to consume a victim to the bones.
Glad, do you know the answer to that question?
Karen, would I know this? Or would I make like a
Make a nature check.
Nature check.
Hey,
Nature check.
cheap viewers on streamboo.com,
Nope.
baby.
Just remove the space.
Just gotta remove the space. It's your coupon code, Deku.
Ouch.
Nope, you don't know. Yeah, exactly. It could be variable.
Can I ask Rev at this point? Is it kind of like in the calming time of asking him what all was in there?
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey, Rev, what all did you find in there? What was it worth me getting a whip across my back for?
Oh, not much really. I found a hand with a gold ring on it and some gold, silver, and copper.
Did you keep the hand?
No, I tossed the hand back onto the ground.
I think that was the right thing to do.
Is it real gold?
I suppose so. I just added it to my wallet.
Presumably. It looked real. Yep.
I'm gonna
all-
be salty for the rest of this trip that I got whipped and he took the ring. I'm gonna be real pissed off
Wait,
for the rest
you-
of this travel. Like,
Did you say there was a ring?
I did tell
Yeah.
him that there was a ring.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna be real mad at the back of this pack.
Are you like visibly frustrated?
A little.
Pete, what's the matter? Is
Nothing.
something on your mind? You seem to have a chip on your shoulder.
No, I've just got a scar across my back. It's not a chip on my shoulder.
Well, yeah, that's because a tree bashed you to near death.
I'm sorry. Did
Again.
you like the heels or did you not like the heels?
No, those were fine.
I can take them back.
I unheal
cast
him
fireball.
with a fireball.
Just
your
inflict
insurance
wounds.
declines? I cast uncure wounds.
Uncure wounds.
Yeah. I'm the one who risked it and ran in. So I'm gonna be just salty in the back at the fact that he has all the gold and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna bring it up because I I don't want the
Petty.
group. Yeah, I'm gonna be petty with it. I'm gonna be petty with it. Give us a little bit of storytelling later.
Yeah, perfect.
like an angry wife.
I'm,
Pete, are you fine?
Yep, we're good. We're good. I just think it's funny that
It seems like you have an argumentative point in the holster.
I'm just tired.
Mark, I will send you what that ring is. You can choose to attune to it over the course of your journey home and the night. Are you guys troughing out around this tree?
I'm not going anywhere near it.
Dwight, are you going to are you just lighting it on fire? Can we resolve the fire, please?
I am going to, in my what I think is the right controlled burn ecological approach. I am going to cast bonfire on this tree.
Okay.
I'm
Can
going
you-
to just enjoy every minute of this.
Can you make a nature check and give me a strength check as well, just to
Ooh.
see how long this takes you to do?
Strength. That would be there. +0. +0, that one.
Using your sickle, you spend the next hour and a half of digging a moat essentially around this tree.
I'm just gonna sit back and drink my cleaner while he
Approximately
does it.
somewhere between 10 and 15 feet away from the base of it. You dig it out, and after you're done, you're sweaty, you're hot, exhausted. You are going to take 1 point of exhaustion for the manual labor. Please note that on your character sheet. And you cast bonfire, and you light this bish up. It just and you see it's not taking, like, it's not like dried out wood like at a campfire, right? You put it right on that tree, and it starts, it's kind of resistant. It looks like it's doing it. You see the tree starting to wiggle and wave, and like it's trying to like pat at it,
Oh.
but it's a magical fire. And after about, what's the damage on bonfire?
Oh. That is
Just give me the stat block damage on it.
Oh, where is that? Is that under
like right
it's
next
not
to it.
under create bonfire. 1d8.
Okay.
1d8 at a time.
It just ticks.
Hold on. I need a. How long does it last?
It lasts. Clear all. It just says until the spell ends.
There might be a duration like towards the top.
Oh yeah, up to 1 minute. I'm sorry. Yeah, duration.
Up to a minute. Okay. Being the only thing that's attacking this thing, doing on average. That you have.
I love this. I'm sitting back and
is that a
enjoying
spell slot?
This is a cantrip.
Oh Jesus! All right. Yep. It takes you. Yeah, it takes you. We'll just say about 5 minutes to, or not even about 3 minutes for you to wear away the health points of this creature. And you see after a few minutes of just channeling, you have to recreate the fire a couple times. But it then, you see it's writhing, and then just it goes still. But then it goes whoosh, and the whole thing just bursts into flame as while it's been taking damage, it certainly has been drying out the surrounding area. And thank goodness you built a trough, because the grass around it all starts to spread, and it's like Burning Man out there. You're just lighting it up, and
Oh,
it's smoke is
delicious.
pluming into the sky, and the vines are shriveling up. And
Never been so happy to see a tree.
it is in full flame. Um, okay. As you guys send a giant plume signal into the sky of a giant, large tree, you hear, all of you, doesn't really matter what your passive perception is, a echo from the lands just off in the distance.
Which direction? Is it towards the
Um,
town?
It is. It seems like if you were, if looking at the map I have up here, and the path Rev is on is going north, and the where you came in was going south, it would be to the west,
Okay, so not towards the town.
not towards the town, towards the
Okay.
coast.
Okay.
What you guys gonna do?
I sat there and enjoyed Dwight's fire.
You're just sitting there and enjoying
that
the
was
fire?
I am. I'm waiting for somebody else to make a
Okay.
move. I'm enjoying this. That tree hit me too many times.
Okay. How long you just sitting and watching it burn? Everyone else
I'm
doing the
just
same?
hanging out, waiting for everyone else.
Okay, you're there for 15 minutes, and suddenly you hear a boof, boof, boof. Make you guys would remember what this sounds like. It sounds a whole lot like what it sounded like when you were coming in on that caravan.
It's a Dargon.
You guys still just sitting around?
Perhaps
Nope.
we should move hastily.
Where are we just going into the woods?
I think
Just
we
into
just
the
need to
woods,
find
find some
cover in
cover?
the woods promptly.
I turn to Pete.
As you guys start to stir, over the clearing, you see a large dragon in kind of the white silvery scales as it flies in to see exactly what is happening here. You guys are running?
Yeah.
Into the woods.
Okay.
And as we do so, I turn to Pete and I say, Pete, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but I worry that your ill-advised idea has gotten us into a lot of trouble now.
We're fine. This dragon will fly off. It's just curious, like a moth to a flame, just a little bit bigger.
A really, really big
Just a
flame-breathing
really
moth.
big moth.
As you
A
look
really
back
big flame.
behind, look back behind you. Hold on, I don't have enough dice. I don't have enough dice for this. Hold on, I need more dice. I'll just do it
Yikes.
a couple times.
You need more dice. I can hear them. No, what?
Hold on.
Roll them
Oh,
twice.
I'm not using the right dice. Sorry, let me get the right
Oh.
dice out for this. I used
What
2
are you-
small dice.
Bigger
Buddy's-
dice.
Yeah, Buddy's rolling a D400.
No,
Like,
it's
You
not
got that
how
spin down?
works.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god.
hold on, I need more dice.
You guys seen those dice? You need more dice. You guys seen those one dice that's like the revolver and it drops out? It looks so cool. How many do you have?
I hear it rattling.
You
Dude, I
guys
can't
have
even
done good.
count that high. Is every tree gonna beat the shit out of me?
As you look back, as you guys are running into the woods trying to get some cover, which who's leading the charge into the woods trying to find cover?
Sounds like Bill might be.
Yeah.
Bill, go ahead and roll a survival check for me. Pete, as you look back one last glimpse into this tree, you see what was just smoke and red flame quickly being engulfed with an absolute plume of blue fire as it rains out of this
Beautiful.
dragon's mouth,
Beautiful.
scorching the tree and the area that you guys were just having the slightest of picnics at.
Is it a blue flame or is it more of like a frost flame?
Would you like to go find out?
No. Can I tell from a distance? Don't be making me turn around.
Why are you
Uh,
even turning around?
Go ahead
No,
and make an
I'm still
Arcana
running in the
check.
same. I'm still running in the same direction. A
Go ahead and
what?
make an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes. Can I tell if it's a just so hot that it is
Well-
blue, or
well.
I can't tell shit?
The dice are telling a story
Yeah.
tonight.
You don't know. You don't know. You are panicked. There's a giant dragon above you who just attacked where you were standing not 10 minutes ago, and you're running you're running
was
your
it-
butt off.
So was it? Did it blow the flames at us or at the tree?
Would you like to stand and find out?
I should be. You said I turned around. I should at least be
Yeah,
able to tell
I was
where
giving
it.
You looked, and it was in the clearing. You're now running into the trees, trying to focus on where you're running, and you look back and you see just this plume of blue energy coming down and coating the tree and the area in that
Okay.
in that space. It is a, I mean, it is essentially a cone of.
It hit the whole area. It hit the
It's
tree where we
the whole
were.
damn
Everything.
thing scorched, man. So like
Okay.
it wouldn't have mattered where
Okay.
where it was aiming. It got the whole thing.
Okay.
Well, so
It's a
much for a
30
controlled burn.
It's a 30-foot cone.
I was a little afraid.
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid and still running, but in my heart, I'm a little happy because that tree is toast.
That tree is so toast.
That tree is toast. This guy is toast.
Matt, what did you roll?
I got a 15.
Okay, yeah, you're able to find a spot that you think gives you enough coverage that you may be able to wait out the dragon. Would you guys like to hunker down for a minute, or are you guys going to keep pushing through?
We're going.
I'm gonna stop.
I think if we were to continue on and not look back, the further we are away from that dragon, the less on fire we will be.
I follow them.
Okay.
Are we still running, guys, or are we walking?
No, I think we're still running.
It didn't take long for that beast to get to us.
You guys are still moving at a fairly rapid pace. You can't necessarily keep up a high degree of stealth, but it seems this dragon was, it's flown around a little bit, but it seems satisfied after about 20 minutes of it kind of circling the area. You kind of hear the big beats of its wings as it flies off towards the mountains. Okay. As you guys continue,
Look at all that for 10 gold pieces.
all of that for 10 gold pieces. It's not yeah. Anyway, let me switch back to this one.
Side quests.
Yeah.
You guys go on for about another hour, still looking up and kind of keeping one eye on the skies. But it is now getting severely late, and you are going to have to camp. You are certainly more than 6 hours away from the windmill and another 8 from home. Today had a lot of detours. Who would like to make camp?
I would like
guys-
to search for a place to make camp.
Make a survival check for me.
Ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
You find a spot that definitely can be used I'm not using this dice anymore. It's
What
not
did you
giving me good
roll?
rolls. It's not giving me good rolls. It's giving you good rolls.
Oh.
It's not fun
Oh.
for me.
I was gonna say, what
didn't pop
did
up.
Mark roll?
Oh, did he
7.
not- 7, yeah.
I don't see a 7.
Oh, I saw a 7.
Yeah, I saw
Hold
it
to
too.
everyone.
I saw it.
Hit refresh, Deku. That happened to me.
So you definitely find a spot. You guys take the time to
Yeah, there it is.
set up camp, and how are you guys going to do watches?
You guys want to do 2 and 2 again?
Considering that I haven't worked very hard today, I can take first watch.
I'll go first watch again with you.
Okay. So Bill and Pete take the first watch. Followed then shortly after is Rev and Dwight. And with the presence of the dragon, most creatures are just hiding. You have an uneventful night, and while we have a rest, you guys all have a long rest, regain all health points,
Oh,
spell slots, and abilities,
huh.
and we'll step away for a quick break while we sleep it off.
Oh yeah.
All right.
BRB.
Oh, give me that health back.
I'm gonna do this.
Do I lose my exhaustion?
You do. You get you fix that.
Yes. Cool.
Images.
Now all of China knows you're here, kind of thing. Light the beacons. Gondor needs aid.
And I'll do it again.
Do you want to let the whole world know where you're at and just sit there? You do? Okay, great. Well, you have to notice.
I was not going to miss that tree burning up.
Just the whole time I'm picturing Dwight Schrute from The Office doing like
False.
a controlled burn on his own cognizance in the middle of the woods. That's the kind of thing he would do.
I just love that you spent an hour and a half to dig it out.
Yes. Truly unhinged behavior.
Yes. Uh,
But this tree isn't going to eat nobody else, all right?
That's great.
Yeah.
Or whip anybody else.
No way.
It's got hands, dude. Also, by the way, guess what I realized in the middle of you explaining that dragon thing? I have 4 points of initiative I could have used to avoid taking all that damage.
Oopsie. Whoops.
Oops. Oops. Sorry there, bud. I didn't see it.
Oh, I'm just happy I got to hit you twice with a tree.
Yeah, what the hell, Bo?
Don't be going in there, bub.
Nobody else was gonna.
They didn't want to get hit
Hey.
by a tree.
Hey, and Pete's deep down in, Pete's a good guy.
You know what?
He's trying to save people.
Pete's a real one, deep down.
Yeah, he's just dumb.
You know, you don't know if that body was there or not before. You guys didn't really look for it, so.
No, I just got my shit rocked, and then they were like, "Carry on." I am good since I am gonna bring up the whole. I just think it's funny that.
I just think it's kind of funny that I didn't get anything for risking my life.
I'm the one that got hit. Yet you're the one that gets the reward. Seem familiar, hon?
You did get the joy of setting the thing on fire. So who won in the end?
Me all day. Gonna have that ring. I don't want to get married anyway. Now you've got to marry the tree, loser.
You have no idea whether that was a good ring or a bad ring.
Hey, I can only assume it was a good ring.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed you guys didn't check out what was in that other tree.
Honestly, I you ever been like in an argument or a conversation, and then after you walk away, you're like, oh, that would have been so good.
Yeah.
I had so many of those. Oh, that would have been good.
You'll never know.
Yeah, I
You'll
guess we'll never know.
Nobody but me and my computer screens will know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I guess we'll never know.
I definitely overestimated how fast you guys were going to get through stuff.
You thought we were gonna take our time and go check things out, weren't you?
I have the whole next journey kind of mapped out, so it means I'm really prepped for next week.
Hmm. So I definitely misunderstood my um like how I could move in and out of that tree. But I did go in knowing that I had 2 disadvantage rolls for you, and I was gonna use both of them, and
Yeah.
it didn't help.
That was a
The
that was a
first
good
time,
idea.
Can you imagine if I would have hit both times? That would have been 60 points of damage, and you would have been the next cocoon.
Mm.
Instantly bones.
That's not how
Yeah,
that works.
did you
but-
just decide that it got 2 hits? You're like, you know what? I missed in the first one. It's hitting him this time.
No, you rolled initiative. You could have beaten its initiative roll, and you could have gotten out on just fine. It rolled a better initiative than you. You can be mad at yourself for making the choices you do. Don't be mad at me.
Garrett, I was ready to go in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, but you were gone. I really underestimate. I didn't understand how my movement worked completely.
Oh.
So I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, I dash in. I only use half of it. I can use the other half.
Well, I
to-
was kind of thinking
what I'm
if
saying?
you were going to try using your action to dash, then you wouldn't have been able to pick it up. So you would have wasted
Right.
your action.
Mm-hmm.
It would have taken an action to pick it up. So I kind of thought he's just going to sit here.
And right next to it.
And
Right
then
next to
whap.
No, I wasn't. No.
You were smart enough to use your bonus action to dash, so you were able to use your action to pick it up, but didn't quite have enough movement to get out. Also, you probably went the furthest route in that circle, because you could have ran in and then ran out like perpendicular to the tree, and probably had enough movement to clear it. That's why I asked where you were running back to, and you were running back to the group, so you're running that same line up and down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I misunderstood how my movement worked.
It's okay.
Perks of being new at the game.
It's okay.
But I did, however, I knew you were going to hit me on my way out. I knew you were going to hit me, so I was like, I've got these luck points.
You're
I'm
right.
going to use these.
Well, and you get them right back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing lost. And nothing of value was lost.
I don't know. My pride hurts a little bit.
No, you did great. Good work.
You're gonna be paranoid about trees for the rest of the campaign.
Every tree we come across, I'm like,
I just don't like being in
Dwight.
forests.
Hey, Dwight, if I dig the hole this time.
You go get them.
All right. So how long do you think it would take for us to get this whole forest out of here? Just for safety reasons.
All right. You guys awake from well, let's jump back in and first of all, welcome back, guys. Hope you enjoyed your break. Let's
I
dive
didn't
back
leave.
in. Because we got time to go. You guys wake up from your night of eventful rest. Nothing of note happened over the night. Your watches were uneventful. We're gonna jump right back into the travels to town. Who's leading the way? Rev, is it you again?
Yeah, I got the map.
He's got the map, got the map, got the map, got the map, got the map. Go ahead and roll a survival check. Yep.
We are lost.
Lost in the woods.
Wait, hold on.
The
We encounter a burnt tree.
Like a really burnt one, a scorched one, in fact.
You guys travel, and in the panic, it's not quite always the clearest of paths. So you were panicked. You were running, trying to just make moves. You got a little bit off of the traditional path as you would have known it at that point. But you do find your way back on. It may just take a little bit longer. Nothing terribly terribly consequential though at this point, at this distance. Is there anything that you guys are going to say to each other on your of import as you guys walk through the woods?
Yeah. Hey, I just want to say thank you for. I kind of spur of the moment ran in after even asking you if you were going to come in, but thank you for the heals, Rev.
Oh, I'm happy to help.
Thanks for the heals. Sorry we weren't able to save that person, but what did they have again?
There was a ring and a sack full of some coins.
Nice. The coins. How much was there?
I think there was 10 gold and some silver and lots of copper.
Heard. Well, if you we could probably split that evenly amongst the group, right?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Well, if you don't mind, I could use a couple of schmeckles to buy some more band-aids. Buy some more band-aids.
No longer concerned
once
about
we get back to
booze.
town. We don't need to split it up out here. That do us no good. But like once we get back to town, I could use a couple schmeckles for some band-aids.
Sure thing.
All right. Cool.
Point of order, you would have attuned to the ring if you had intended to. Would you
Does
have
that mean
to?
I find out what it does?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's what I want to do.
Yep, so you would be wearing it now.
Woo.
It sizes to fit your hand perfectly on whatever finger you do so choose. That is a ring of warmth. You can read its stat block in what I sent you. And if you can't add it, I will add it to your character later.
I can do Ring of Warmth.
Cool.
Add to equipment.
And attune it. I think there's an option to attune to it.
That looks like it fits really well.
That's a pretty nice ring you got there.
Nice ring you got there. I'm glad. I'm so happy for you. That looks beautiful. You got it at Zales?
With that ring, Rev, you are always at a very comfortable, warm temperature. You have a resistance to cold.
You and everything you wear and carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as -50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Mm.
I would be able to survive this basement.
Wow,
Yeah.
finally something. So, there you go. Congratulations.
I'm naturally hot anyway. I don't need that.
I am kept warm from a thick layer of muscle.
That's how muscle works.
Those grapes are sour too, I
bet. After again about a good 6 hours of travel, maybe 6.5 because of your kerfuffle at the beginning of getting lost, you do see off in the distance a familiar windmill.
You guys want to stop in there? Didn't she have potions for us or something when we got back?
Yeah, I think she said that we needed to deliver them to town in order to get our share, but we'll see if
No.
she still needs that delivery service.
We should stop by. Say hi.
We go
Guards
to the windmill.
Are the guards still out front?
Yeah, as you guys approach, you certainly do see the guards posted up. You don't see any damages or anything. It looks like it's fairly well unharmed. as you guys approach, the guards notice you and kind of give you a nod. They're not really engaging too much, but they kind of recognize you.
They're
Give you
British.
yeah. They're just not. Hello. Are you guys gonna say anything? Like they greet you like
That's-
hello.
We just do the Midwestern nod.
Okay, just gonna walk right in. Cool.
Oh, just gonna squeeze right past you there, bud.
Gentlemen.
Yep, as you walk in, you see Adabra kind of
Ow.
working the mill, just kind of grinding some herbs down on her big wheel mill.
Deborah.
Oh, hey guys, welcome back. How was your travels?
More eventful than you might
Eventful.
think.
Yeah. Got beat up a couple of times. You know, all a day's work.
By the gnomes?
Well,
Mhm,
yes.
mhm.
Well,
They got some
no.
pretty big crossbows.
Well, Pete got roughed up by a few different things.
Oh, why does that not surprise me?
Hey, you still have that shipment need to be taken to town?
Yes, I've been waiting for you guys to come back. I have a order of. She goes over and she checks the crates. I got 15 healing potions here that need to be taken to Barthen, to the general store there in town.
Oh, I can take him. I can take him to Berthen. I probably got to go stop in and tell him I'm still alive. You know.
Yes, that would make sense.
Yeah, so
All right. Well, as a payment, here's a couple of healing potions for yourselves. So Pete, she hands you 2 healing potions. And she says, thanks again for taking the shipment. And it's been, last couple nights have been a little rough. Not really slept all that well, but it is reassuring to know that the guards are here. We haven't had any troubles. And we've just been working to increase our supply here.
Have
I
you?
did hear. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if you'd heard or seen any dragons.
I was just gonna say I heard the dragon really close yesterday. You guys didn't run into him, did you?
We may have had a sight on it, but
Oh my goodness. You guys are okay?
Sure. No problem. We ain't afraid no dragons.
Wow. You guys
I don't know
are
if that's entirely
quite
true.
something.
shut up, dude.
We're prepared to fight a dragon if duty calls.
Gramps, just flex a little bit.
Ugh! Ugh!
You would
Ruin
never
this
survive a
for us.
dragon attack. It would incinerate you instantly.
Ugh!
All right, somebody tell Dwight to wait outside, dude. He's ruining our.
Well, I'm glad you're all right. That sounds terrifying, frankly. Hopefully it stays away and uninterested in us here.
That would be ideal.
All right. Well, I won't keep you any longer because it is late in the day, and you do have to make the trek back to town. So, thanks again. Unless you guys wanted to stay here tonight, but I mean, I think you guys are probably eager to get back to town.
I'm ready to go home and go to bed. Sleep in my own bed. It's just hay. I don't know why.
Pete,
It's
isn't
Hey.
your own bed just anywhere that you sleep? Don't you sleep in your own bed everywhere?
Dude, what you keep doing this, man. It's not a first.
Oh, are we trying to impress this young lady?
Yeah, let's tell everyone. You know what? Why don't you just go tell the guards too? All right.
Pete, I sense a little bit of sarcasm, but I'm going to take you seriously, young man. And if you want me to tell the guards, by golly, I'll
are we
tell the
telling the guards?
guards.
Yeah, what are you, Dwight? No.
Dwight, I think he wants you to tell the guards.
What am I telling the guards?
Just
For what purpose?
just pick up the health pots and let's go. All right.
I pick up the health pots.
All right, so you have
Thank you.
the shipment of 15 health pots. It's in a crate, easy enough to carry. You probably would want to shuffle it around over time, but easy enough to get.
That looks heavy. Good luck. I'm
Um,
still mad about the ring.
Are
Looks
you
heavy. You
guys?
might want to switch arms every once in a while.
You guys follow the main road back into Phandalin.
Very good.
You arrive into town. It is now late. A little risky to be out at this hour. Usually
Ugh.
more things are out and about at night. But yep, nothing to be worried about. You guys make it back, no issues. Not many people are out on the streets. What are you guys
It's
gonna
nighttime.
do? It is nighttime.
Hey, Rev. Now that we're back into town, thanks for carrying that. By the way, that looked heavy. I can.
What
I
is
have a-
on your arm?
What? Oh, it's tattoo. Wait. What? It's. Ignore it. It's a little like toothpick thingy.
Like,
It's just stuck in your arm. Oh, nothing.
That tree got me real good, dude. There's still barbs.
The tree
There's
transcends
still
the game.
barbs. Yeah.
There weren't any barbs to start with. Anyway.
That looked really heavy. Thanks for carrying that. I wasn't gonna. But I have a key to Barthen's. I can just go put that in the storage room if you guys want to go to the inn. I can catch up to you guys.
that would be perfect. Thank you.
All right, cool. I'll probably go put that in Barthen's and then go over to his house, let him know that it's there. That way, it's not just a surprise.
Why do you have a key to Barthen's? I thought he was mad at you.
It's kind of like a love-hate relationship, you know.
I
One of
certainly do.
those- Yeah, like brothers, brother kind of stuff.
How many days have we been away?
You will have been away for about 4 days now.
4 days.
About 4 days. Okay.
So we should still
and I
have
should.
the in credit.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably go tell him that I'm alive too. So, yeah. So I'll go put that. If you guys, I'll take this and take care of that. If you guys want to go get your sleeping accommodations.
That's very kind of you, Pete.
Oh, hey, Rev, do you still have the sheet from the board to collect our reward for the rock?
Oh, you know what? I think the gnomes have it. You want to go back to Nomengard and get it?
They do have it.
I do not.
You gave it to Fibblestib.
He signed it and didn't give it back to you.
I don't recall having.
He never signed it.
Yeah.
He just literally, as I recall, you just handed it to Fibblestib. I don't know if we ever got that back.
I don't have it. I'm sorry.
Hey, can everyone check their pockets real quick?
That'll be pretty unfortunate if we don't have it.
Who posted it?
Mayor.
I'm sure the mayor remembers posting it.
Yeah, but how do we?
You claimed the party as the or our group as the one to complete the task. So we're the only one with the job.
Sign for it. Mm-hmm.
The issue is that we don't have proof that we actually followed through with the task.
Hey Rev, make me we'll just call it a wisdom check. A memory. How well do you remember 4 days ago? Yeah, you got a good memory. You're a smart guy. You recall that the quest was from Harbin, and that he was specifically looking, not necessarily, yes, the thing was to go and tell the gnomes. But specifically, he was interested to see if they had any useful inventions that could help with the dragons.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Well,
something like that.
I suppose that we don't have the paper proper, but we do have the items that they were seeking.
Oh, that's a good. That's a good show. That's a good show.
I think we
The,
should be able to convince them that we were successful.
do you guys want to do this later to try and track them down later tonight, or do you want to do that in the morning?
I think this is a can wait till tomorrow task.
Cool.
Do
Well,
tomorrow. Do
I'm gonna take these
tomorrow.
health pots. I'll catch up with you guys. I'm gonna walk.
Split the party.
Okay. We'll handle the group first, Garrett, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Pete, I should say. Pardon. So you guys are going to go over to the inn. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. You find your way to the Stonehill Inn, and again, you see that familiar tavern where you've only spent a brief amount of time yet here, but it is home all the same. You walk in, and it is the dinner rush. It is very busy. In fact, there is not a table to be found that's empty, but there are some bar slots.
Are there 4 of them?
There are 3 of them.
We'll take those spots.
Very
Hey,
good.
shall we sit here, team?
I think that is
Uh,
any seat is a good place to sit.
As you sit down, Toblin Stonehill comes back over and sorry, 1 second. So welcome back, y'all. How were your travels? He says to you.
They were quite eventful.
I imagine they are these days. So what can I get you to drink?
I think we've earned a few ales.
I think you probably have, based on the look on y'all faces. Turns around and pours you each an ale. You boys hungry? Kind of
Famished,
pipes
in
up.
fact.
All right. Well, what do you have?
Whatever the dinner special is tonight, I think 4 of them would be
Okay.
sufficient.
We got roasted chicken breast with some mixed greens and a side of potatoes, steamed, lightly salted. Is that good for y'all?
Anybody opposed?
I would like extra salt on my potatoes, but yes.
Extra salt. Okay. Weird for someone your age, but okay.
It's good for the arteries.
Okay.
It's
You-
good for the blood tubes.
What's an artery? Yeah, okay.
Nothing. What's an artery with you?
He says, "All right, let me go put your orders in." He walks back to the kitchen.
Did he comment on my age?
I think he might have.
Do I look that old?
You don't look a day over 100.
He walks back after a couple
Excellent.
minutes. He's like, "All right, that's going to
60.
be doing the math in my own head. $21 copper pieces.
And then I think we need a couple rooms for the night as well.
Now, you guys had a credit here, right?
I believe
Oh,
so,
that's right. I
yes.
suppose we did.
Let me check my books for this. And he walks over to the side where the keys are. He says, "Yep, I still have your rooms free, and you still paid for a few nights, so they're all yours to have.
Very well.
You have 2 room keys." He brings over the 2 rooms that you had reserved.
Very good. I will give him. What's the? Do we know what the translation is from
Yep, 10 to 1.
10 to 1? I will give him 1 gold piece, and say, does this cover it?
Yes, it more than covers it. Let me get you
Oh,
your
very good.
change.
Didn't we already pay
So-
for the room?
Yeah, he's doing it for the food. So
If you want to
Oh.
pay the food.
he
I
gives you
see.
back well, that was 21, so that would be 2 and 1, so you'd get 7 and 9. So 7 silver pieces and 9 copper pieces back.
I leave 2 of the silver pieces on the table as a tip.
Oh, he takes. He says, "Well, mighty generous of you. Thank you." Goes a pocket. You guys good sitting and eating for a minute?
All right. Time to dig in.
All right. Anything you want to resolve while you're here?
Do we see anybody we recognize in the tavern in the inn?
Make a perception check. Are you looking for someone in particular?
No, just looking around to see if it's just a crowd of strangers or if there's somebody that we know.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You weren't in town for long, and there's a lot of people that you didn't yet meet. So as far as you can tell, it's just a really crowded night. People are hungry. Maybe not a lot of people wanted to cook today.
Then I will do nothing and eat my food and drink my beer and chit chat with Bill and Dwight. If Dwight chit chats, I don't know.
He at
I
least
can't wait to.
shits.
Yeah, that's right. Whole bunch of that. I can't wait to pan back to your trio and to hear what conversations you have as we do so. But in the meantime, for the sake of time, we'll bubble out to you, Pete, as you head over to Barthen's Provisions. As you approach, you actually see the front door unlocked. Well, you don't necessarily see it unlocked, but you see that the lights are on behind the door. Seems like someone's there.
All right. Then in that case, I'm not even going to go through the back door. I'm just going to go through the front door. I'm going to go up and see if it's unlocked.
Okay. The door is unlocked. And as you walk in, you see your very much close friend, Elmar, packing up several crates on the middle of the floor.
Hey, what you doing, Elmar? How you been?
He looks up.
I'm not dead. I know.
Hold on, I want to make sure I get the right. Well, Pete, welcome back. Been gone for a few days. I wasn't quite sure what to make of it.
Yeah. Got shot a few times with a crossbow, smacked by a tree. I'm just showing him scars.
He stands up, walks over, goes to shake your hand.
Put her there, bud.
Well, welcome back. Glad you're safe. What you got there?
Got a package for you from the good old mill out there.
Oh, yeah. Deborah mentioned that she had something coming.
Deborah sent you a couple of health pots to restock the shelves.
Well, we are in need of them.
Yeah.
She's the only source of those things we have. And I mean, I'm sure you know these days adventurers need it more than ever.
I could have used a couple. I'm not going to lie. I could have used quite a few of them.
So what happened out there?
Where do we start, man? I'll just kind of give you the long story short. Walk out. We're heading out of town.
As you're going through and telling him, he kind of walks back, grabs a couple cups from underneath the counter, grabs a bottle, pours a couple drinks for you two.
I instantly down the first one and just like tap the lid.
He laughs.
Oh, were we
again.
supposed to cheers? Oops.
Yeah.
Can I have another? Try that again.
He knows you well enough at this time. He just has a drink.
Yeah, he's gonna sip his. I'm gonna have a couple.
Yeah.
They're free. Like, come on. So yeah, walked out of town. First thing we come across is what we could only assume is some sort of trant or some sort of. It's a tree, and it could have had boxing gloves for all I care. It put me down. We bounce back. So we went to the rock gnomes, to warn them about the dragon. I'm sure you've heard it a couple of times over the past few days. Has nothing to do with me, I swear. Don't look at me.
It sounded pretty close the other day.
That's weird. That's weird, right? I mean, like, why would it be?
You guys didn't see it, did
you? No, dude.
Okay.
Oh, you got nothing to worry about.
Good.
You got nothing to worry about. So yeah, talked to the rock gnomes. They gave us these goofy little toys, and I just pulled just these goofy little.
You accidentally knock a glass vase like off of one of the shelves. It shatters.
Yeah, it was broke when I got here. Um,
Oh,
but yeah. Overall, it was a nice little adventure. It was a nice little adventure. You know, got me back on my feet instead of
well,
in a
I'll be
bottle of
honest with
cleaner.
you. I'll be honest with you, Pete. You may have been through some pain, but you've had nothing but a smile on your face since you've been telling me about it. So,
Yeah,
uh,
feels good to
sounds
be
like you
back.
found something out there.
Feels good to be back.
I'm
So
mighty proud
gives
of
me
you, Pete.
something to do. So
Well,
not to be all touchy feely.
speaking of something to do,
Mm.
you guys are back. I don't know how long. I don't know if you're still running with that crew you had. They seemed like good people, but
Yeah, they're good people.
if you guys are interested, I'm about to open an annual kind of quest with the town hall tomorrow. I'll give you exclusive rights to it if you want.
Um, I could probably say yes to that, but let me double check with those guys because
Well, let me tell you what the
they're good.
details.
They're
Let me.
good people. I don't want to.
Well,
Yeah,
you got to look out for your own in these times. So let me just get you with the details real quick, and you can
they're
just
good.
tell your crew if they're interested or not.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
you
Hey,
come
hey,
by.
if there's any rings as the reward, don't tell them about it. Okay, I want that.
Rings? I don't think there's rings necessarily with it, but it does pay
Okay.
good money.
Okay. Well, just double check. Okay.
Well, let
Go
me
ahead.
just hear me
Yeah.
out, Pete.
Go ahead.
Slow your roll. Have a drink. Let's. So every year, I don't know how well you notice. You probably haven't paid much attention to this, but every year, Harbin here has an agreement with his half brother who's out at one of the logger camps up the Neverwinter River, and basically the long and short of it is his half brother just kind of skirts some of the taxes coming into Neverwinter by sourcing all of his stuff at a discount through Phandalin. But the big problem is getting it there, because we're talking days away through the Neverwinter Wood. But it's a simple escort quest, probably a little bit more activity these days because of the dragon, but most of it's under wood coverage. You could either choose to go up by the Falcon Rest, or you could go straight there if you guys are good camping. But it does come with the wagon. You can pull the goods. These are the crazy gestures, the stuff on the ground. I got a whole bunch of provisions here that need to go that way. I'm gonna be honest. It pays upwards of 100 gold, so it's a good paying gig for adventurers. And if you're lucky, should have almost no issues. Walk there, walk back, collect 100 G's. Maybe have some campfire stories. Anyway,
That's a pretty penny. That's a pretty penny. I'll go tell the guys. I'll go.
anyway, yes. If you guys want more details, you come find me tomorrow before I
Yeah.
put
When.
posting up, and I'll give you guys exclusive rights to it since it's my
All
business
right.
that has to sponsor the provisions.
Heard. Well, I've got to go meet up with them at the inn.
Okay.
You wake up early and go out to feed the horses. Try not to wake me.
Okay. I'll be mindful of that.
Try,
He gives you a
try not
hug.
to wake
It's
me.
good to see you again, Pete. I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah. Sorry, I got caught up.
All right.
I can't read that. Yeah, good to see you, buddy. I'll be back around. You'll probably hear a little scuffling out in the barn later.
All right.
But,
Well, try not to wake the kids. I'll let them know that you're home, but you're gonna be late.
for sure. All right.
All
Well,
right, man.
I'll go let them know.
I
I'll
gotta
let you know in
finish
the
packing
morning.
up here, but yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good, boss.
All right.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go meet up with them.
All right. So as you head back to town, I mean, it's easy. You don't have to go back home now. You can at least go get a drink before you head back home and rest for the time. But you do. You find the inn pretty quickly, and you walk in and you see again a very busy place, and you spot your comrades, Dwight and Bill and Rev. having a conversation at the bar. Guys, what does he see and hear as you guys as he enters?
I raise my mug of ale and I say, conversation topic, tipping culture. Why give someone extra money for a job that I'm capable of doing myself? I can pour my own ale. I can and do cut my own hair. I do, however, tip the tax collector whenever I see him because that does seem like a difficult job.
I think that's called a bribe.
Oh, now you see, I fully agree with you. But when you think of it as when a person is offering a service, then perhaps the money that you're spending is merely on the product itself, and the tip on top of it is the work that they've done. Think of it as an incentive for doing a good job.
Well, looking at it that way, it's more of a threat if I don't tip them that they'll provide a bad service. So it's essentially extortion.
Well, you see, it's more like paying it. They expect the tip, and by doing so, they do a good job leading up to it. It's if you don't tip them, then they will be mad at you thereafter. But it works out because you're already gone.
I hate it when old people talk about tipping.
Are you breaking a fourth wall in this one?
No, well, a little bit of both.
What I'm
hey,
saying
Pete,
is,
I've been.
now if
Doing all right. I talk to boss man over there, and he has a little bit of a possible. We should get some rest tonight and stuff like that. But in the morning, we should go back and talk to Elmar.
That
He's
sounds like a
got-
great idea. Why don't you
he's-
come over? I ordered you a food, and we'll chit chat
Ah,
about it.
well, that's nice of you. Yeah, I'll come on. Where's it? Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna walk over to a table that has like 3 people instead of 4, and just go, "You guys using this?" And then before they answer it, take the chair from them because there was only 3 seats at the bar. So
Okay, so
I'm just
you're gonna take a chair to the bar.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The counter.
not- It's a
The
little
stool.
that's a little high, but
Yeah. Okay. All
there's
right.
no stools, so
Yeah.
that's
okay.
okay. I'll just eat.
All right.
my
Just
lap.
be clear. All right.
I'll just eat my lap. I'm at butt level.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. just to be clear where you're at. Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, fully commit to the bit. I'm just sitting at a chair at the bar because there's no bar stools.
Oh, they can
so-
see your head. but,
Yeah, like the top. They just see the bald part.
Yeah.
Just shining, but they know it's me.
Yeah.
They know it's me. So yeah, I'm gonna go up, just have a bite. Thanks for the food, Rev.
So what's this proposition you said we got to consider?
Yeah, so it's a bit of an escort quest, and Elmar's kind of sponsoring it. We just got to take some provisions, things like that, things of that. And sure, Elmar will describe it to all of us tomorrow, but it's probably just like a couple of days travel there and back in total. And it's actually Harbin's brother, the mayor Harbin. It's actually just his brother, and we're just going to take some stuff, escort back in, kind of deal. Bing bang boom. I wasn't really listening. I got a little saucy over at Omar's, but I did hear at the very end, pays up to like 50 gold.
That's
I see you, Aaron. Pays up to like 50 gold or something. I wasn't paying that much attention.
I'm
Wow.
sure that you said it was Elmar, correct? The
Mhm.
owner of Barthen's Provisions.
Mhm.
I'm sure that he'll go over the rates with us tomorrow when he offers us the job. Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't listening that close, so
Okay.
yeah, it was just kind of like a escort in, escort out kind of deal.
Do you
I
think
don't
he
know, well-
is it him that's paying the job? Where's the money coming from? Do you know?
I think it's Harbin, but I didn't ask. It's not about the money,
Do you
Come on,
think he'll
guys.
tip us?
We had a long day.
What did I say? Something?
Yes.
Pete, what did I say?
Do you think that he should tip us if we went out and did a good job and came back and we did well? Should he give us more money?
I think that if we do a good job, we should get the money that we earned.
Mm-hmm. But like, what if we went above and beyond?
Well, then for sure. I think that would be a fantastic incentive to do as good of a
Right.
job as we can.
Exactly. But you don't pay until after it's done, right?
Oh, right. We
Yeah,
could
so-
ask him to pay a little bit up front.
If you only got half of the product, though, you wouldn't pay the full amount, right?
Right, but we intend to do the full job.
Exactly. So if we go above and beyond, let's say the dragon comes and we just get rid of it or something. Wouldn't you expect a little bit more money?
If we defeated the dragon, I would expect
Yeah.
a whole lot. Let's defeat the dragon.
Okay, no,
This-
back up.
I think
Couple
this
steps
one
forward.
ale is starting to get to me.
Your ales are
We're talking about tipping. All right, I was using a metaphor. I don't really. Did you see that blue flame back there?
your ales are almost gone now, by the way.
It was
My
delicious.
ale's been gone. My ale's been gone.
That's true.
All right.
Well, I suppose if that's the case, then Pete, appreciate you bringing this to our attention. Let's
Yeah,
call it a
and-
night and go talk to Elmer in the morning.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I could really use some sleep in my own bed. I have a bed. Don't come to Elmar's in the morning too early.
They don't know where Elmar's is, just so you know.
Okay. Still don't come to his house or nothing, because I have a bed there.
Pete, where should we meet you in the morning then?
Let's go.
Right down here.
Let's
Let's go 8:30
here.
at the
here. I'll give you the
the
town.
time.
Ping me.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Is there
remember-
canonically walkie-talkies?
I mean, canonically, possibly, but you don't have any.
They're just familiars.
There's stones
getting
of
out-
sending. There's sending
I have-
stones, but
I just
Beautiful.
by owl carrier.
I'm not an owl.
No, we'll just let's look at like
do you remember where's where?
yes. So we're at the inn. It's just up the road to the north. Barthen's Provisions is about
Over here.
3 buildings down.
This is Barthen's.
No,
Nice.
that's the inn. Oh yeah. Okay, there's
No,
the thing. Yep,
That's
that's Barthen's.
and
Yep,
then this is the. Anyone remember what that building is?
that's
hold
the
on.
inn.
Give it a second. That one.
No.
Remember what that one is?
Is that the Smith?
Oh no, that's the town, the mayor's
Yes.
office.
Town hall.
Yep, town hall, and then the one to its left is the blacksmith.
Yep.
That's the blacksmith.
Correct. This guy gets it. And
Barthen's house is all the way to the right.
Yep. Right there. That's
then-
your house right there.
That's my shack.
That's your house.
Headphones of immaculate cartographic knowledge.
Good job, Garrett.
Thank you. You forgot
Alright.
one.
Hmm. Tell me, what did I forget?
It's the one at the very, very south.
Well, I was just saying the ones that you guys had really focused on.
Yep. Nope. There's one south. It's the one with like the square roof with a square roof inside of it. And that's the Fandolin Miners Exchange.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, for miners.
Ayo.
And then
Certified lover boy?
2 to the right of, if you look at the town master's hall, the one that has the gray roof to the right of it, like south, the road to the south, and then to the right, that one is Harbin's home.
Are you just
Yep.
reading the detailed map that I
100%.
I was like, how does he remember this?
Yep, that's Harbin's house. And then the Shrine of Good Luck is next to the inn.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Dude,
You
were
thought
born
I
to play
was
Pickle
that
Pete.
smart.
You're as smart
y'all
as your
going for a
resources.
I forgot that I had given you
I had y'all going for a minute.
the detailed
You
map,
really
but
did.
yeah, you did remember where your house was, and that was.
So I'm not gonna
on the
lie.
map.
It was actually the only one I didn't know that I had to look at the map for was Harbin's house.
Yeah. So anyway, where are you guys gonna meet up tomorrow?
We're gonna meet up at Elmar's. We'll meet at Elmar's, not the house, the
Provisions.
provision, or yeah, the we'll
Barthen's
meet at
Provisions.
Barthen's Provisions
That's this one up here.
to the north. Yep.
Yes, just right on my map.
Mm.
Here, I can just give you if we're gonna pretend like we know it all now. Here you go.
Woo!
Oh,
Mine is better annotated.
Brilliant.
We're gonna pretend like we know it.
Dude.
I
was like,
think something labeled like this is better for the the stream anyway.
that was good. I had y'all going for a minute. That was good.
You had me
By the way,
going.
good. Like that story about the corner store.
All right. Well, you guys have a few more drinks. You got your food, Pete. Rev, were you gonna buy his food?
I thought I already paid for it.
Okay, that would have been an additional 7 silver for his drink and his food. Sorry,
Thank you.
7 copper.
It was delicious.
That sounds better.
Yeah, sorry, 7 copper. And it would have been another 2 copper for each drink you got in addition. So if you all got 2 rounds, then that would be another 8. Math.
Okay. Well, don't worry. I have tons of it.
you found the pouch.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you do.
You guys have your drinks, you have your fun, and then you have your sleep. Dwight, where are you going to sleep tonight?
I'm going to
Didn't he?
follow the group.
Dwight, didn't you get a?
Got it?
I thought he paid for a
didn't I have
room.
an extra room that I didn't use.
Did you
Yeah,
pay
because
for
we
an
slept
extra
at the
one? Did
window.
you
Yeah.
also have a credit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I forgot that you had a credit, but good for you guys to remember. By the way, you did check on your way in. Your cart is still there with your produce still in. I mean, you hope it's all of it, but you've been gone for 4 days, so just happy to see your wagon still there.
Excellent. Gonna make
You
a note
guys
of that.
find your way to your bedrooms. Pete, you stumble your way home. You find Purchase in a bed of hay, kind of
Delicious.
snuggled in, and it feels good to be home for a little while. And we'll find out what tomorrow brings next time.
Next time on House of Dargons.
Nerd House.
Nerd House.
Good work. Sometimes the journey back is harder than the journey there, especially when you FAFO. And yeah, but hopefully lessons are learned. Don't signal the whole way out.
Nothing good comes from trees.
Nothing good comes from trees.
That's the takeaway for today.
And that's the lesson. That might be the
Burn the
title.
forest.
That might just have to be the title for this episode. Nothing good comes from trees.
All right, guys, good session. We'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah,
Matt,
thank you guys for joining us. We're officially making start time 8:30 Eastern on Tuesday nights. So we'll plan to see you next week, Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern, for more House of Dargons. It'll be episode 6, so stay tuned. But until then, thank you for joining, and we will see you again next time on Nerd House. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Adios.
Adios.
Bye.